Hello, my name is Yuda Li, and I am very glad to introduce my topic, tourism and disaster. At the beginning, permit me to introduce their definition briefly. Disaster is natural or man-made hazard resulting in an event of substantial extent causing significant physical damage or destruction, loss of life, or drastic change to the environment. Tourism is travel for recreational, leisure, or business purposes, usually of a limited duration. The World Tourism Organization defines tourists as people traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. I would like to clarify the content from the three aspects. Disasters, especially the unpredictable, may hit rapidly without any notice. Various disasters affect tourism through different ways. Disasters can do harm as well as good to tourism. As we know, natural disasters include hurricanes, flood, earthquakes, tsunami, tornado, fires, and even lightning. Man-made disaster contains disease, terrorism, and technical fault. The oil split, the wreck of plane and train accident can be viewed as technical fault. Natural disasters are everywhere, we always fight with them. Here, I list three cases we have studied. In summer 2005, the Hurricane Katrina resulted in at least 1833 people died in the hurricane and subsequent floods. On September 18, 1989, Hurricane Hugo slammed into the U.S. Virgin Islands. It left at least 18 people dead, thousands more homeless, and over $1 billion in physical destruction. On the island of St. Croix alone, 95% of the buildings were damaged and 9 out of 10 citizens experienced damage. On October 17, 1989, an earthquake named Loma Prieta shook the San Francisco Bay Area, more than 60 deaths, thousands of injuries, and an estimated 6.8 billion in direct damages, resulting in over 10 billion in total costs. These areas hit by disasters are full of tourism resources, such as sunshine, comfortable weather, and leisure society rhythm. And after this disaster, as for the man-made disaster, firstly, let me introduce the H1N1 or swine flu and H7N9 or bird flu. H1N1 spread from America and Mexico to the world. By 2012, research showed that as many as 579,000 people could have been killed by the disasters. H7N9 seems better. By March 9, 2014, there are totally 379 victims in China, and 80 of them died. Because of the limitation of tourism, the amount of tourists reduced by 25% to 30%, and the global tourism loss surpassed $2 trillion. As for H7N9, terrorism. After 9/11, terrorists preferred hijacking tourists. 4 years ago, a bus full of Hong Kong tourists was hijacked in Manila, Philippines. 9 people were killed. Then China and China-Hong Kong reduced and stopped the flight to Philippines respectively. These activities affected the tourism. Tragedies in Fukushima, Japan almost destroyed the local tourism. Tourists in Yamanashi City, which is well known for the Fuji mountain, reduced by 90%. Japanese travel agents undertook enormous loss. Even though we don't have any accurate data about the tourism situation after the leak of Fukushima, we can still speculate the misery results. Many travel agents had sued to Fukushima nuclear power station for demands. Okay, next I will tell you a little positive effect about by disasters. Fuji Mountain and Vesuvius are famous volcanoes, which brought so many disasters to human beings. The latter even destroyed a civilization. However, they are all become great tourism source and the symbol of nation. Maybe some people obtained the inspiration. The disaster tourism gained its popularity. Disaster tourism is the practice of traveling to areas that have recently experienced natural or man-made disaster. Individuals who participate in this type of travel are typically curious to see the results of disaster and often travel as part of an organized. Unfortunately, its immature arguments are still endless. This picture reflects the attitude of residents to tourists who returned to New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. Many people have criticized disaster tourism as exploitation of human misery and a practice that demeans and humiliates local residents. Others argue that tourism to devastated areas can offer a boost to the local economy and raise awareness of the incident, both of which are often needed after a tragedy. So much for this. Thank you very much.